Hi guys, bonjour mes amis, I'm Booger, welcome aboard. I had a subscriber of mine leave a comment on one of my spicy fried chicken. I think it was spicy fried chicken. George, you know who you are. Um, he asked me if I've ever done Nashville hot chicken. I was like, okay. Because where I'm from, we have a hot chicken sandwich. It's 2 slices of bread, some cooked chicken, and gravy on top, or a hot hamburger sandwich. So I was like, what is he? So I Googled it, and it's not that. It's a nice recipe to make some spicy chicken. So we're going to try it in the air fryer. Okay, George? All right. Let's go. Chin chin. Okay, so I got all my stuff ready here. I'm going to cut this recipe in half. It's actually for 4 pieces of breast, but I'm only doing 2. So the original recipe is going to be posted down below, but like I said, I'm cutting it in half. So I've got a cup of flour here, so I'm going to put half on each side of this. The booger bowl, as Kelly says. So a half cup on each side. Okay? Alright, so to one of the sides of the flour, we're going to put some salt and pepper, which is a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper. Okay, and to that one, we're going to put, let me think about this. There is a half a tablespoon of blackened seasoning, which I'll be right back. I got a half a teaspoon. I need a half a tablespoon. So let me get that. So half a tablespoon. We want to get this right. And I'm using blackened seasoning by Old Bay. All right, so let me mix this up, and I'll show you what's next. Okay, so the next thing I got here is a half a cup of buttermilk and an egg. I'm just gonna mix that up, and a teaspoon of Frank's hot sauce. All right, so we're gonna mix that up. It's just a lot easier to do it in a measuring cup, you know. Okay, so I'll put this in this one. All right. So I've got 2 breastises that rinsed and patted dry. Okay, now let me do my pan first. I'm going to use the pan, take the paddle out. And this recipe calls for peanut oil to fry it in peanut oil, and the sauce is peanut oil. So I couldn't find peanut oil spray. If you guys, I got to look on Amazon. That's what I got to do. But if I can find it, I'm going to order it. And I'll put the link to that below because this would be a lot easier. But I got this thing that comes with the DeLonghi air fryer, and I didn't fill it quite away. I'm just going to spread some on the bottom of the pan and brush it, okay? So let me do that first on one. I want some oil on each side where I'm going to put the piece of chicken at. And I cannot spray the top with peanut oil, so I'm going to use grapeseed oil, but I'll show you that later. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to use my hands, so can you see the air fryer? Does it matter? You want to see this, right? Okay, let's do this. All right. So, first thing you do is you take your chicken and you go in the flour, the plain flour with salt and pepper. Hang on just a second. So, make sure you're coated pretty good on the sides and everything. And where I got this recipe from, they got pretty good tips and instructions if you want to do a different kind of piece of meat or chicken. Okay, so then we're going to go in the egg and the buttermilk mixture. Now this chicken doesn't have any skin, so what we're pretty much doing is creating a skin. A nice crispy skin issue there. And now we're going to go in the flour and the blackened seasoning. Alright, so I'm going to do this to the other one, and we'll be back. So, I could have fit another piece in there, but like I said, it's just Tom and I, so. Alright, so you cook chicken till it's 165 temperature, so invested in one of those handheld temperature things, it's really worth it. I'm going to fry this. It's probably going to take about 20-25 minutes. I'm going to let you know, but My rule is I fry a little bit, let it stick to the chicken a little bit more, and I'm going to spray it with some grapeseed oil on top. If you have peanut oil spray, then please do that. So, what's going on here? Oh, I see what's going on. My lid wasn't on tight. Okay, let's plug it in because I just got done cleaning it. We're going to do the bottom on, top on at 4. We're really frying, okay? So I'll let you know the total cooking time. Meanwhile, I'm going to get the stuff ready. We're going to do that sauce. Let's get this Nashville hot sauce going. Again, this is for a portion of 2 breasts. So I cut it down in half. So I got a half a cup of peanut oil. Here. Okay, so this guy, I think it's a guy, he says where this recipe comes from is Hattie B's restaurant in Nashville, and they do a medium sauce. This sauce, they do a medium heat strength, and this guy that did this recipe, the medium portion is 6 tablespoons of cayenne pepper, and in his recipe he only puts 1 tablespoon because he can't handle the heat. Well, guess what? We can, right? So, instead of 6 tablespoons, we're going to put 3 tablespoons of cayenne pepper. Why do they call it hot chicken if it ain't hot? Come on, dude. Okay. 1 tablespoon of, now it says dark brown sugar. I didn't have any. I'm going to use light. You don't discriminate around here. Okay, so that, and then half a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a half teaspoon of paprika. Alright, so that's the sauce. I'm going to mix that up, and all we have to do now is wait for the chicken to be done, and then we'll pour this on top of it. Look at the color of that, huh? So I'll see you when the chicken's done. It's been about 22 minutes or so. Let's check the temperature. Listen to that sizzle. Okay, that's one of these. I'm going to go with the thickest part of the breast here. Let's see what we got. Okay, 150. So we got 10 degrees or so to go. We're gonna let it go. Another 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes, and then I'll show you what's next. Temperature's 165. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn the bottom off, and I'm gonna brush some of this sauce on there, or just like dab. We want that coating to stay on there, and we might baste this a couple times. We'll see. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Ooh, baby. Alright, so we're going to cook this on the low. The lowest setting on your air fryer, number 1. And we'll do that for a couple minutes. And then I'll brush it on again and we'll taste it. So I basted it only once and cooked it for about 5 minutes on the number 1. So we're going to do it like they do it. Put some bread on the bottom there. Hopefully you can see that, yeah. The chicken. Ooh, look at the color of that. Ah. Cool things I do for you guys. And then, can you see? Ooh. Got some pickles. And like that. Okay, we'll let that cool. Take some pictures and we'll taste. Hey, let's give this a taste. This is gonna be too spicy for Tom, I just know it. So cut down on that cayenne pepper because I can smell it. It's hot. I don't know, maybe that's what the bread is for. Who knows?
It'll be fine.
There's Thomas. 2 cents. Captain 2 cents. There you go. Hot. Hot, hot, hot. Blow. Holy. Okay. It's crunchy. Chicken's moist. Spicy. Oh, heck yeah. Very spicy. If that's medium to them, 6 tablespoons. I did 3 tablespoons because it's half recipe. I can't imagine what hot is. That's hot, you guys. So, I think that's what the bread's for. I don't know. Is it delicious? Yes, it is. It's very delicious. The spicy as friggin' whoa. So, I like it. You can taste a little bit of brown sugar in there that's in there. That helps a little bit. It is good. It's very good. I would cut down on the cayenne for sure. You know, you guys, I love spicy, so this is a little too hot. I say 2 tablespoons would have been enough for that. But it's very good. You know, some pictures I saw, it was leg quarters, dark meat, less heat. I think it would have been, I like dark meat better than white meat, but it's good. All right, George, I hope I did this right. I hope it turned out good. It's crispy. The coating, that flour and the buttermilk and all that jazz is pretty good. So there you go, guys. Hey, thanks for shopping.